Hello, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. We are back at it again. Um, oh my god, Shenpai is streaming. Ah! Oh well, what can we get here? This one? Yeah. I should be glad to know the truth, and yet the thought that all this chaos was the product of one man's lust for power sickens me. How long do you think they intend to hide the existence of Omega from the Scions? That they even felt the need to do so is most troubling. It would be in our best interest to learn more of the military activities in the disputed territories. Fortunately, you are already well positioned to do so, Corporal Aldrich. Pray keep us informed of any developments in Cartanu. Wait, what? Begone, whelp! This is no place for children. Hmm? I'm, I'm sorry. Hey, it's you. I, I was looking for you, mister. People said you were looking for the man who left with my parents. You know this girl? Yeah, I talked to her. So he visited Stone's Throw as well, I see. Did you find the man? Were my parents with him? They were not, I'm afraid. However, I can think of several places they might be. If you like, we can go and look for them together. Really, you'll help me look, mister? Of course, but first, I must needs finish speaking with my friend. He's telling me a secret, you see, so no one else is allowed to listen. Mayhap you could wait for me by that pillar over there. We will require but a moment. Okay, mister, I'll be waiting. I'll take her to the quicksand. Mayhap Momodi will know what to do. A legion of Garleans and Aether-starved Primal, even dealing with an Ascian would be preferable to this charade. Yes! Sometimes I fear Minfilia is too ambitious. We rush hither and yon in response to threats as they arise, without concern for the strain it places on our limited resources and ourselves. Mayhap the time has come for a change. Speaking of which, Atelios, this is Minfilia. I know this is sudden, but I must ask you to return to Revenant's Toll with all due haste. The situation in the Twelveswood has taken a turn for the worse. I will explain in detail once you arrive. Well, Alphino, I gotta go. The Twelveswood, then the primal threat she spoke of before has been confirmed. I have received no reports of Ixali activity, which leaves the Sylphs? Go, Atelios. You know as well as I that the appearance of a primal takes precedence over all else. Oh, and when you arrive, do inform the antecedent that while I am grateful for her concern, she needn't fear for my safety. I am more than capable of protecting myself. Will do. She worries. But it's endearing. Oh, sorry. Wait a second. Did I not? Hmm. Interesting. Alright. Oh wait, hold on. Cancel that, cancel that, cancel that. We'll just return. Oh boy. Ooh. Alright. Hmm. Let's go talk. Oh, look at everyone. Oh, Koharu is here. That is so cool. Tancred, what are you doing over here? Philippine's just listening. She's just like, hmm. You do flatter me, dear, and I do believe you had a bit too much to drink. What is he saying? Oh my god. I'm not even gonna read it. That's funny. Alright. What's up? It is a relief to see you healthy and hale, Atelios. The latest news from Ulda was most disturbing. Yeah. Clearly, the only injury Alphinaud suffered was to his ego. Doubtless it will heal ere long. The other science will need to be present for this meeting. If you're ready to begin, I will summon them now. Yeah. Wait, this is the right one, right? Yep. Let's quickly equip that. Okay. Thank you for responding to my call with such haste. Rest assured, I should not have summoned you were it not urgent. To business, then. I have received some most disturbing news from the Order of the Twin Adder. Oh no. They have reason to believe that the Sylphs may have called forth their revered guardian, the Primal Ramu. Oh boy. I'm sorry. May have. Then it is not certain? The Elder Seer informs us that the elementals themselves murmur of the Lord of Levin's return to the forest. The Sylphlings, however, display no signs of undue commotion. Forgive me, antecedent, but that fact need not contradict the elemental's testimony. Unlike his more bellicose compeers, Garuda and so on, Ramu is reputed to act only in the defense of his children. I imagine he would soon make his presence known if any were foolish enough to directly endanger the Sylphs or their territory. The abruptness of the development concerns me. Were we not keeping a close watch on the touched ones and their movements? If preparations for a summoning ritual were indeed underway, 'twould surely not have escaped your notice. Oh, it didn't. I was pretty sure it was going to happen, just not this soon. I beg your pardon, you foresaw this eventuality and did not to prevent it? I told Papolimo I suppose I could have reported things to Minfilia earlier, but there honestly wasn't much we could do except wait and see. You know how the Sylphs feel about people poking around in their territory. They already summoned Ramu once right after the calamity, but that was because the Garleans came trampling through the forest. And so long as Castrum Orion stands, the Sylphs cannot be blamed for wishing to have their guardian deity on hand. In short, Ida and I are in agreement. The actions of the forest folk were inevitable and unavoidable. And I maintain that observation would have remained the best policy had it not been for the sudden influx of strangers into the Black Shroud. That, alas, we did not foresee. By all accounts, the recent violence in Ulda drove a number of refugees to seek safety under the concealing canopy of the trees. Just like the Sylphs perceived this panicked migration as yet another invasion and quickened their efforts to summon their god. I am put in mind of Titan and the kobolds. Once again, it is the affairs of men which have paved the way for a Primal's coming. Indeed, one cannot help but wonder what manner of place Eorzea would be without the civilizing influence of mankind. Be that it may, this regrettable development does afford us a unique opportunity. Atelios, through your dealings with the Sylphs of Little Solace, you once succeeded in preventing an untimely conflict with Gridania. I wonder, might one who has treated the Sylphs so fruitfully in the past not achieve similar success with their patron deity? If Ramuh can be convinced of our intentions, it may be the first step to breaking the cycle of primal summoning. A fond hope. Were such a thing possible, we would not have been at war with the Beastmen since time immemorial. But maybe this time we can... Let us continue this discussion anon. We must needs first consult with the nation most affected by Ramuh's presence. Yeah. The Elder Seed Seer has requested your personal involvement, Atelios. Pray report to Commander Heliox, at the Adder's Nest as soon as you are able. Steel yourself for the worst. While I hope for a peaceful resolution to this matter, experience suggests that your meeting with the Lord of Levvy will prove less than admissible. In such an event, your fellow Scions will, of course, lend you whatever support you require. Excuse me for resetting my headset. I have to move it, or else my head starts hurting again. Okay. I had to take a drink of water. Corporal Alderich, your arrival has been most anticipated. The appearance of a Primal is ever cause for alarm and unease. Though my men stand ready for any eventuality, I know none more qualified than you to snuff out this threat. Indeed, I would have you do so without delay. The Elder Seedseer, however, would speak with you first. She is of the opinion that your diplomatic rather than martial skills may better serve our cause. I will leave further explanation to our learned leader. Pray make your way to Nothka's altar. The conjurer in attendance will admit you to the Lotus stand. Alright. There's so many people here. Alright, the other Scions have already arrived, sir. May I show you in? Yep.
Scions of the Seventh Dawn, on behalf of the people of Gridania, I bid you welcome. Your presence is of great comfort to us all in these days of uncertainty. I summoned you here to share tidings of a most urgent nature. But a short while ago, the great elemental spoke, and his voice was clarion in its intensity. Ramuh is returned unto the forest. Scarce had his words ceased to echo in mine ears when we were visited by an emissary from Little Solace. Our guest informs us that the Sylphs too have sensed the presence of the Lord of Levvy. Though his exact whereabouts remain unknown, we may safely assume that the Primal was summoned within the heart of the Sylphlands. Unlike the other Primals you have encountered, Lord Ramuh is no raging avatar of destruction. He is revered as much for his wisdom as his strength, serving as both arbiter and guardian to his children. Given that we and the Sylphs found a way to share the Twelves Wood, it is my hope that this sagely immortal will be amenable to reason, and that conflict may be avoided. Blessed as you are with the power of the Echo, you are one of the few among us who may commune with a Primal without fear of influence. I would ask, therefore, that you represent us in this most delicate of negotiations. The Twelves Wood has suffered enough. Upon this, we and the Sylphs, and I would venture Lord Ramuh himself, are in perfect accord. Let us not endanger our shared home by engaging in unnecessary hostilities. Dear friend, I beseech you, safeguard the peace which exists between our peoples.
I'll do my best. Aw.
You have my thanks. Pray make for little solace, then. A member of the Order of the Twin Adder awaits you there. He will advise you on how to find the Lord of Levvy. An ill wind blows through the forest. Yet, it is not only the Twelves Wood that flinches at its coming. All the lands Veorzia shiver in dread anticipation. Have care.
All right. Dang, I was looking up on how many hours I need to finish up this game. Yeah, it's a decent amount of time. Rip. Oh well. Okay. Oops, excuse that noise. That's my phone. Alright. Heck yeah. Let's hurry up over to Little Solace. Corporal Alderich, I was told to expect you. I understand you go to treat with the Primal Ramuh himself, an uninviable task, and one that shall be made all the more difficult by the interference of the touched sylphs. With the aid of the silence of the inhabitants of Little Solace, the Order of the Twin Adder will enter the Sylphlands and do what can be done to clear your path. I shall brief you on the impending operation once you're satisfied with your preparations. Ready, are you? Then allow me to explain the finer details of this foray into the Sylphlands. In order that you might treat with the Lord of Levvy, we must first learn where the Primal is to be found. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Though we are certain Ramuh was summoned somewhere within the territory of the Touched Sylphs, his precise whereabouts yet elude us. And aimlessly thrashing around in the undergrowth will only lead to unnecessary conflict. We are fortunate, then, to have the expertise of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn at our disposal. Mistress Ida and her companions will make use of their Charlian devices to measure recent etheric activity, and they assure me that the disturbance caused by the summoning of a primal shall prove a most obvious beacon. But we must not get ahead of ourselves. Your first objective will be to join up with your fellow scions. Time being of the essence, they will have already entered the Sylphlands. Fear not, however. They have a twin adder escort and a sylph guide for Help! This one needs help! The guide? What has become of our companions? These ones were ambushed at the border of Touch One's territory. Touch One's tossing a stinging scale bomb, and arrow shooting ones were left coughing and crying. Oh, boy. What of the scions? Arrow shooting ones were in the lead and took the worst of the stinging. Other walking ones scattered this way, and that to escape the same fate. Barely 2 steps into the Sylphlands, we already have lost our charges, but it will profit us little to go running after them until we know exactly what we're facing. Let us first tend to the scouts and assess the situation. This one has cleansing water for walking ones. Splash it over arrow shooting ones and rinse away the stinging scales from eyes and nose and mouth. My thanks. I will leave this task in Corporal Alderich's capable hands. Of course. I got you. Ugh, God, I'm moving my headset around a lot. 'Tis hardly an auspicious being, but I must ask you adhere to the plan and rendezvous with your fellow scions. If you can't get the scouts back to their feet, they may be able to point you towards your companions. Oh, and be on your guard. If this operation is to succeed, we can ill afford any further mishaps. The coughing and crying ones are not far. This one will show walking one the way. Alright. Oh my god, it's raining. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna move my headset. Be right back. Okay, and we're back. I had to move around my headset to try and fix some... try and fix the pain, I guess. It's at times like this where I wish I had a contacts. Thank you. Sylph threw some manner of powder. Ah, praise Dofika. I thought to claw my own eyes from my skull. Does that bastard Sylph yet linger? I can still barely see. Nope, you're fine. Oh, that's so much better. Hey, you. Another walking one? Ha! This one shall not falter. This one carries an entire sack of... Huh? This one's sack of scale bombs. It is gone. No matter, this one will fetch more, and the new walking one will suffer as well. This music is very entertaining to me. Hehe, this one stole Touched One's sack when Touched One was gloating over coughing ones. But this clever one's trick will mean not if Touched One fetches more scale bombs. Walking One must act fast. This one will use another clever trick to help Walking One move unseen. Walking One must sneak up on Touched One before this one's trick wears off. Take this scale bomb and give Touched One a taste of Touched One's own medicine. Is Walking One ready? This one is eager to make mischief for Touched One. Ah. Okay. Hold still. Walking One will soon be there, but not there, just like the wind. so we're gonna want to do that as much as possible. Got it. Ow, ow, ow! This one leaves smart and prickle. But this one was being so careful with the scales. Nice. Oh. Did Walking One give Touched One a stinging surprise? Hehehe. Touched One would not bother these ones for a time, this one thinks. And Coughing and Crying One seems better. Perhaps Arrow Shooting Ones are ready to talk with Walking One now. I can finally see again. Your aid is most appreciated. You are Corporal, Alderic, yes? Then you will doubtless be eager to know what became of your fellows. Yeah, I certainly would. Alright, what can we get here? Vitality, strength, dexterity, okay. As you are aware, our party fell victim to an ambush. We scouts immediately moved forward to engage the enemy and bid the Silence to take cover. Then, before we knew what was happening, the air was filled with that stinging, choking dust. The last thing I saw before my vision clouded was Master Papalymo stumbling northeast towards the gold leaf dais. I know not what befell the others. The touched sylphs are certainly alerted to our presence in their territory, and I urge you to locate your companions quickly. Maxio, our guide, will be of the greatest help to you in that endeavor. Meanwhile, my fellow scouts and I will seek out a way to draw attention of potential ambushers away from you. Their nasty tricks will not find us such easy prey a second time. Okay. Alright. Okay, it'll be this way then. We're gonna have to fight these things. Alright, that's fine. Oh, there's Papalymo. Alright. Enough of this. My feet ache, my back hurts, and I wish to leave these sylphs in peace. If there are greetings, why don't you let this fellow take your measure? What? Where? Where? Oh! Okay. Why do you persist? There's no need to take measurements. I can tell you with certainty that Lord Ramuh's nowhere to be found. Papalymo, please, I'm trying to do a job here, okay? Is something bothering Walking One? Wise ones are not acting as wise ones should. This one not sure how wise ones should behave, but this one suspects Sneaky Ones seek to deceive Walking One with skin-changing tricks. Walking One must take these trick-breaking scale bombs and throw them at the skin-changing Sneaky Ones, although this one does not suggest throwing anything unless Walking One is sure wise ones are not truly wise ones. I'm sure Papalymo would never. Can I hit them both at the same time? No, I can't. Okay. Yep. I knew it! One more. Blah, blah. How did Walking One know? I wonder, how did I know? What? Alright, that's fine. Oops. Didn't mean to click that, but it's okay. Wise ones were sneaky ones in disguise after all. So this one led Walking One into Sneaky One's trap? Forgive this one. This one will search some more, and so must Walking One. Does Walking One still have trick-breaking scale bombs? This one fears more sneaky ones may be lurking nearby. Oh, boy. Oh, I clicked off screen! Alright. Oh, where to next? Oh, that is far. Alright. Oh my god. Oh, jeez. Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez. Oh Jesus! We went the wrong way, we went the wrong way. Ah. Oh boy. Where is it? Oh boy. This way. Oh my god. Wait. Yeah, I went the right way. Atelios, it's you! I was worried you wouldn't find us. Seeing as you have, though, do you think you could give me a hand? Thancred's being a bit difficult. I keep telling him we should be taking readings, but he refuses to move. Wasn't perfect enough, I'm afraid. What? That wasn't enough? Rip. Why did you do that for? Oh, it's actually you, Ida. Whew. Thancred turned into a sylph? No. No? Wait, you're telling me that was a sylph all along? Oh, I can't believe I fell for that. I'd heard about the shape-shifting trick, but the sprite was just so convincing. I wonder where the real Thancred has disappeared to. Same. I may not know where Thancred is, but I've got a pretty good idea where Papalima and Yustola will be. They were with me just now. Yustola suggested we split up to cover more ground and took Papalima with her. Oh no, do you think one of them might have been a sylph in disguise as well? Yeah. We should probably be after them just in case. Come on, they were headed somewhere to the south. Oh boy. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Thank the 12, you found us at last. Wait, I see Ida, but where is... More imposters! Do not attempt to deceive me, Sylph. I see what you are. But if... but if by some faint chance you truly are my good friend Atelios, mayhap you would consult Maxio over there. If Maxio he truly is, on the subject of how to dispel these infernal sylvan enchantments. Okay. This one suggests hitting 3 wise ones with 1 stone. Oh boy. If Wise One suspect Walking One is actually Skin-Changing One, Walking One is not likely to get a second opportunity to throw Scale Bomb in Wise One's presence, so Walking One must aim carefully so that all Wise Ones are caught in the same Scale Bomb's boom. Okay. Was that truly necessary? Look, that one's the Sylph! This one's trick has failed, but Walking Ones have not won yet. This one will not allow Walking Ones to pass. Come any closer and this one's friends will be angry. So the little rascal means to stand his ground, does he? How very courageous. Would you do the honors, Atelios? Greetings, I see you've all found each other. 'Twould seem I was a mite overzealous in my attempts to evade our Sylvan ambushers. I was a mile away by the time I realized I was alone. Thancred. Are you sure you're Thancred? I like how everyone's like, Is that a miss? Do I have something on my face? Reasonably convincing, but one cannot be too careful. Remind me, Thancred, what is the reason for our little excursion into the Sylphlands? Did you take a tumble and bump your head, old friend? We're here to locate the site of the summoning so that Atelios might parley with Lord Ramuh. Too easy. Aha! Why don't you tell us what you think of Philomene? Truly? You would have me speak of the songstress of Ulda? As you will. She's an exquisite rose that withers not with the passing of years. Okay, that's Thancred. That's Thancred. Charming as ever, I dare say you are perpetually beset upon all sides of swooning beauties. Please, your stole, I do not seek to make them swoon. Poetry rises unbidden to my lips when I behold a maiden's fair countenance. 'Tis the curse of my minstrel blood. That's Thancred, alright. Enough, if this is not the real Thancred, then I believe we have found a suitable replacement. Indeed. Well, that seems like quite enough entertainment for one day. 'Tis past time we return to the task at hand. Atelios, would you mind approaching our touched friend? If I'm not very mistaken, his decision to stand his ground stems from something more than mere bravery. Yeah, bago taktuhin. Where is he? No. Before I do anything, though. We'll do that first. Alright. Can I not cast that? Oh. Alright. Is everything up to date? Yep. Alright. Walking One is too strong. This one surrenders. This one is sorry for playing tricks on Wise One. But great and powerful one, Lord Ramuh, is not here. So there is no need for Wise Ones to go any further. No need at all. Wise Ones definitely must not go any further. This one would not want Wise Ones to get lost. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Sure, buddy. Alright guys, here's what I found. We overheard your exchange with our tormentor. His clumsy attempt at deceit would almost be endearing if time were not of the essence. Happily, I managed to take a reading of the surrounding area while you had its attention. As I suspected, the site of Lord Levvin's summoning is very close indeed. Nice. Alright. My measurements indicate a large ethereal disturbance to the southeast. Thanks to the antics of the sylphs, we have been dragged to every corner of the sylphlands, but none of our various readings returned a result of this magnitude. There can only be one conclusion. Ramu was called forth from the vicinity of the sylph's aetherite. I suppose we proceed thither with all possible haste, after bidding Maxiu here a fond farewell, of course. Should our trusty guide come too close to his deity, there is the distinct possibility that he will fall under the Primal's influence. Come, Atelius, the Lord of Levin awaits. Yeah, boy. Oh boy. Oh, that should update it. Whoop, there you go. Oh my god. What? I'm out. Oh, it's down there. Ow. No! Leave me be. Oh my. Alright.
Thine order betrays thee, servant of hiding.
He knows.
Thou art the bringer of light, bane of Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, and Leviathan. I am Ramu, guardian of the children of the forest. Thou tramplest upon sacred soil, bringer of light. By what right doth man intrude in this sanctuary of the sylphs? The Gridanians proffer peace? Their words are born of delusion, thine offer an insult. Thou speakest of harmony, yet carest not for my children's desires. They did but wish to dwell beneath these boughs in solitude. Yet even that was too much to ask of man. Thus did they turn to me for succor. The sentence I pronounce upon thy kind is just. Gridanian or Garlean, it matters not. The good intent of one excuseth not the misdeeds of the other. Thy conflicts have brought naught but anguish and misery unto the forest. All blame doth lie with the darkness that resideth in the breast of man. Whence sprung this calamitous seed? In the beginning no such duality existed. Were light and dark given form when man was born? It would explain much. Not least why strife and sorrow follow ever in thy wake. Thou canst not deny the urgings of thine own nature. Knowing that thy mere presence here portendeth tragedy, wilt thou persist in this pretense of peacemaking? Thou bearest the crystal which I bestowed upon my wayward charges, that they should entrust so precious a gift to thee. Thou standest apart from thy kin. Thou art the bringer of light, aye, but there is something more in thee. Very well. I shall consider thy proposal, shouldst thou survive my trial. If thou wouldst champion the cause of harmony, I must have proof that thou art fit to play the role. Wither mine ire, and prove to me thereby that thou hast strength enough to stay the darkness which threateneth to consume thee. Yet if thou shouldst be found wanting, know that all men shall perish in the storm of my judgment. Come to me, bringer of light. I shall await thee on the field of battle.
Urianger, it is rare indeed to find you so far from at home.
Urianger?
The Lord of Levin himself. Never till this day had I looked upon his visage, save in painted renderings made faint by time. Ever shall this scene remain etched in my mind's eye. Beg pardon, my lady. I must beg thine aid on a point of research. If thou art resolved to face Lord Ramu, I would ask thy leave to observe the event.
Awesome! That's where we're gonna end this episode. In the next episode, we will... Oh god. We will fight against the Lord of Levin himself. So, until then, I'll see you in the next episode. Take care. Be safe.